Hi, I'm Alan Johnson, KU2Y, and this video is to introduce the ARISS Radio Pi. So ARISS is the amateur radio on the International Space Station organization, and the Radio Pi is a educational project that we've been working on. So what is it? It is a Raspberry Pi 4 computer with an RTL SDR dongle plugged into it, which provides the radio functionality. As an antenna, we use a U-loop, passive magnetic loop antenna. And to get the antenna outside, we usually just hang it on a window. Outside, we use a 30-foot USB extender cable. You don't want to run coax because that has loss. So that's basically what the Radio Pi is. So this is the software. First thing I'm going to show here is the WebSDR. So the WebSDR allows you to connect to the SDR radio functionality, but using a web browser. So you see we're in the Chromium browser, and this is the weather band, so this is NOAA weather radio. You can see in the waterfall here I'm receiving 3 different stations. If I click on this center one here, that's the strongest one. So this is narrowband FM transmission. You can change to various other modulation, AM, sideband, CW. Also digital modes too. So we can also change the band. So for example, let's switch to the amateur radio 2-meter band. And I'm going to select the APRS packet frequency here, 144.39. And the WebSDR has built-in APRS decoding. So if we get a strong packet here, we should see it decoded here. It has various other digital modes too, including FT8, Whisper, and others as well. Oh, there we go. We got a packet there. 2 packets there from W2AIQ. So let's switch to another band here. Let's switch to the amateur radio 70 centimeter band. And this particular band is good for listening to the CubeSat sim, which if it was transmitting would be right here. You can see the various other bands we can pick. We can listen into the air band for air traffic control signals. We can pick up the FRS, GMRS handy talkies, also 868 megahertz, 915 megahertz. The RTL SDR in direct sampling mode also works on HF, so we can switch to 20 meters here, 114 megahertz. The U-loop antenna works quite well down there. I'm just going to zoom in a bit here, and I'm going to select FT8, and we'll see if we can pick up an FT8 signal. So yeah, it looks like there's some signals here, and if they're decoded, they will be displayed right here. You can hear the little whining tones there of FT8. There we go. We got some decodes there with call signs. A bit of DX. 20 meters must be open. So this is the Chromium browser running on the Raspberry Pi itself. We can also listen, for example, to the medium wave band. So we can tune some FM radio stations here. Sorry, AM radio stations. Let's see. Yeah, we can tune various AM radio signals there. So the other great thing about the WebSDR is that you just need a web browser. You don't need to install any software. So a phone with a browser works. I can, for example, pull up a browser window here on my on another computer, which is just on the same network, and go to the web page, and I can access the same information here at the same time. So the WebSDR is great for allowing students to do their own radio tuning. Okay, so that's the WebSDR. The one thing the WebSDR doesn't do is allow you to tune in broadcast FM radio. The bandwidth is too high. So we have a cubic SDR built in here. So we just select the RTL SDR and say start. And now we can see the FM signals here. This is about 90 megahertz. And I can click on it to tune. And I just need to select my audio output here. There we go. So we can tune that signal. And we could pick another one over here.
What we saw with Hurricane Hannah just south of us was a test.
We'll be
looking for lessons learned.
So that's great for listening to FM radio stations. In addition, we have GPredict, which is used for tracking satellites. So for example, look at that. The ISS is overhead right now over North America here. So you put in your coordinates, and this software will tell you when satellites are going to be passing over, including, for example, the AMSAT Fox CubeSats. For example, Fox 1D here, AO92. And you can see various other AMSAT CubeSats there as well. So if you know a particular satellite, such as the AMSAT Fox CubeSat is going to be flying over, you could either tune the WebSDR and listen for signals, or you could use this AMSAT telemetry tool known as FoxTelem, and it will actually it'll tune the RTL SDR and receive the signal. You can see here it's tracking the various satellites here. So AO92 is currently below the horizon here. And if you turn on auto start, then FoxTelem will run in the background and just turn on automatically and record the telemetry. And you can then go in and view the data in these health tabs here. So one other functionality in the ARISS Radio Pi is RTL TCP, and that basically allows the RTL SDR to be streamed over a TCP connection, so that you could run an SDR, for example, SDR Sharp on Windows, and use that to tune the SDR. So you could do that anywhere you can access the network. So yeah, this is the ARISS Radio Pi, which is currently in beta, but look for more information when it is available to use. Thank you very much.